Okay, I've marked the layout lines. I marked the first mark at 3 inches from the end of the pipe, another one at 8 1/4. Then I went up to 1 foot 8 inches, and I marked successive marks 1 foot apart after that to the end of the pipe, giving you a total of 9 net cup holes. Now it's time to pre-drill the pilot holes, and I'm going to use a small brad point bit for that, and then we'll cut the holes out. Be back. Okay, the pilot holes are drilled, and now we're going to cut the holes with the hole saw from Harbor Freight. This is the kit that Larry suggested we get from Harbor Freight, and I'll get those drilled and I'll be back. Okay, once you've got all the holes drilled, you want to clean them out, and just remove any of the burrs and stuff that are on them. The little file that comes in the hole saw kit does a great job of this. Once you've got these holes drilled, you're going to want to clean out the hole for the float valve, and I found this great little Dremel Trio. It's a little router / sander thing, and it's got a nice guide that allows me to cut straight lines and keep the edges nice and clean. Now I'll get this hole cut out and I'll be back. Okay, we've got the float valve hole finished. Looks nice and neat. Now it's time to glue the ends on and mount the float valve. I'm using the 4-inch test caps from Home Depot. They didn't have the the flat caps that go over the end like most of you are using, so I just went ahead and chose to use these test caps. And they fit nice and flush. I'll get those mounted up, and then we'll drill the hole for the float valve, and I'll be back. Okay, the test cap is glued on. I don't know if you can see it, but there's a number 4, the 4-inch number identification on the side for the size of the test cap is the perfect spot to drill the float valve in. It works out just right. Make sure that when you put these in that you have that little tab at the bottom. I made the mistake of doing it at the top on one of my other ones, and I ended up having to trim some of it off in order to get the float valve in properly. So I'm drilling a 7/16 inch hole for my 1/4 inch barb fitting float valves, and I'll get that done, and then we'll mount the float valve and then go glue the clean out plug on the other end of the pipe, and this one will be finished.